Hi guys, it's Tuesday and I wanted to do a quick Killer Kit video for you. This is the Scraptastic June kit, Best Day of My Life, plus one add-on, and we'll get right to it. I did have quite a bit of my, well, I only used a tiny bit of this washi, and I did have a lot of the Heidi Swap elements. I mean, there's just so many embellishments. It was crazy. So no way could I use them all. I did have one of the little bows left. And so, oh, this is from an old kit, but this is the only two bows that I have from the Oh Darling. And I'm sure I'll use those. Yeah, so oh, I do have another fabric bow. So I thought these were all very lovely, and I will definitely use them in the future. I'll just stick them in here so that I have them for next time, because I am expecting my next kit to arrive any day, and I will use it as soon as it comes in. And I've kind of, you know, I scrapbook quite a bit, and I have kind of challenged myself to find out if these kits were worth the value, and yes, I definitely think for the price that I paid, you know, I mean, I scrapbook almost every day, and I'm getting about 8 to 12 layouts per kit, and that keeps me, you know, pretty busy. I can't scrapbook as much maybe on Friday or Saturdays, but I try to scrapbook almost every day. So for the price, it's definitely worth the value and keeps me very entertained, I guess. I mean, I don't really have to dig through my stash much, maybe for like a blank cardstock or something, but that's, you know, not even that often. So, and this was just the kit and the one add-on. So this is what's left of one of the little cutouts, and this is all that's left of the enamel dots. This is all that's left of the Heidi Swap stickers. So you can see I used quite a few of those. I didn't even think I was going to use very many at first, but I mean, I guess that's not quite a few, but now my biggest challenge here is vellum die cuts. I know that everybody loves them and they're all the rage, and you know, people can't get enough, but man, do I struggle with vellum. I can use it as a layering element, but as far as these little words and like I'm supposed to be able to read this, I don't know. It's just, if I don't put it on white, it really, or yellow or something very light, I can't see what it says and it bothers me. So, you know, there was a ton that came in this kit, 105 it says. Holy crap. Oh, sorry. Yeah, a lot. And so you can see I did use quite a bit, and I tried to use them on almost every layout. I just couldn't pull it off. These are those bows, so you see I used all of those, except for the two I showed you. This, I used, I mean, you can see I used quite a bit of the stickers. This is what's left on the element stickers, Capture Life. And this is what's left of the Allison Craft Capture Life alpha stickers. And so I did get quite the value. Now, there was a trick to using them up at the end, and I'll share that with you when I go through my layouts. And I have another designer, well, she's on my design team for SNL, to thank for that, because it was actually very genius of her, and I appreciate her doing a video on that. And so I kind of stole that idea. I can't have any recognition for it, but it certainly helped me utilize the stickers that I was struggling to use, so you might find it helpful. This is the biggest pieces of paper I have left, and mainly because, you know, it's kind of an odd color, and I don't know, the Lemon Lush, although I liked it, by Studio Calico, which, you know, I had canceled my subscription right before they came out with this bright colors. And that was one of the reasons I canceled, because the colors were kind of muted and they looked kind of muddy to me. And then, of course, they came out with Lemon Lush, and it's bright. And no, in hindsight, I'm glad I did cancel, because I've had trouble working with Lemon Lush. The little pieces I've gotten in kits, the colors just seem to be a little different than what I'm used to or comfortable with or have pictures for. I don't know. Maybe it's me. And literally, this is all that I have left of the pattern paper, so, or cardstock. I mean, this is the cardstock I have left. I think I used up my kit fabulous, and I will be putting this into my scraps, or, well, you know, probably not these little Tiners pieces. I don't necessarily keep those types of things. This was not my favorite. I really didn't like this side, but I did end up using some of that. You know, most of this I don't, it's probably not big enough to bother with. There may be a few, but, you know, just these little tiny pieces I'll go ahead and pitch. So that is what's left of the papers, and this will go into my stash. Now, as far as the layouts, let me grab those. I don't really know how many I got out of it, but I think it was like 10 or so. So we'll count. But this is the last one that I did. So I go from the last to the first, because I just pile them up in a pile. And see, you can see how many I get out of 1 month's subscription. I mean, that is fabulous. And I even pitched 2 pieces of paper because I cut them wrong. And, you know, that's quite a bit for the price. I think I paid $50 total and got, well, we'll go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 layouts. And literally I had to pitch 2 big pieces of paper because I just destroyed it. Trying to cut it out and do something, you know, creative and unusual that I hadn't tried, and it was a disaster, so I pitched it. Otherwise, I probably would have 12. So this is 11, and that's a good value to me. I mean, fabulous value when you consider each page can cost $10 to $15 to make on average, easy, in an hour of your time. I think I did very well, so I'm not quite sure what I just flicked. Oh, it's a sequin, so, oh, I guess it goes here. I'll fix that. This one I did this evening, finishing up the kit. I'm really just tired of the kit. I know I could have used those little scraps and made another layout, but honestly, I'm just done with it. And I think I used it very well, so. This one was very quick and easy, and this is the one where I got to utilize all the stickers. And I'll tell you who to give credit to, and that is Kitty Scrapper, Nancy over in the UK. She's on my design team, and she did a layout this past week where she just took a bunch of stickers she didn't know what to do with. She laid them all down around her picture, and then she gessoed over them. And that muted the colors enough that she then put down her picture under some layers, and so I did that. The only difference was I kind of added some embossing paste and basically, I mean, and the letter stickers, but I kind of mimicked what she had done, and I just thought it was genius. It's just perfect way. I mean, all of these, I guess you can't see them all because a lot of them are covered up, but there's tags and there's stickers under here, and I just used a ton. And what I ended up finding out was several of them said today. This one says today, today, today. So I kind of played off of that, and when I was adjusting where to put my picture, I made sure that I made sure those showed. So I thought that was super duper cute. And I may go back and put the date on here just because, you know, it says today so much. So that is one. This one I did this evening as well, and it is She's My Diamond in the Rough, and this is about my daughter True, and I used all the little diamonds from the Heidi Swap ephemera and sewed them down. I don't know if you can see the sewing there. Sorry, I had to get a little drink. My throat is dry. Used the stickers. And this is Freckled Fawn. This is Dear Lizzie. This is Freckled Fawn. And some wood veneers that I had, letters. But most everything other than that sort of stuff, these I had in my stash, but everything else is from the kit. All the papers and these stickers and that sort of thing. And then this one I struggled with. Again, I did not care for this background paper, but I cared for the other side even less. So I went with this one, and I just wanted to get it used, so I used the big piece, and I think that was a mistake. Tiffany O'Grady over at 50 Projects on Facebook made a very good point, and she watches my videos, and she's just such a darling, and she has her own channel, so please go check her out. I'll try to look up the name of her channel and link it in the description bar below. But she said it didn't really look like my style because it had such a crazy background in addition to these crazy elements. And so usually I do one or the other, and I did start that way with the white cardstock, but like I said, I was just trying to get this done. So a lot of this is from the kit as well. This is Jelly Bean Soup placemat, and then these were some stickers I pulled out just so I would have some dimension because everything else was pretty flat. This is a Studio Calico bow and a flare for buttons flare. And this is Bella Boulevard. And I think everything else pretty much came in the kit. Oh, the Maggie Holmes frames, of course. The Maggie Holmes frames were separate. This is the only place I utilized the washi. That washi seemed kind of thin to me, and or not thin like in width, but thin in texture or something. It's hard to explain. I didn't really care for it, so I had trouble using it. Everything else was from the kit. And that is my least favorite of all of these. I don't care for that layout very much at all, actually. This is going in my VIP album, and it is a lot of hidden journaling, as you can see. And that is because I used one of the Heidi Swap folders, and I wanted to talk about my daughter London and how she makes me laugh, and she has taught me so many things, and I just wanted to kind of personalize how she is. And she's somewhat of a tomboy, and yet, and she does, the play on this is she does not like pink and yellow, and I do, and so I made it all pink and yellow, and that frustrated her like any tomboy cheerleader would be. She's quite the mixture. So anyway, this is going in that album, and it is I Mustache You a Question. She's pretty obsessed with mustaches. So everything here is from the kit, except this is one of those little cut-aparts that I had in my stash. These are Studio Calico I had in my stash. These little hearts are by DCWV, and I think I got them at Michael's. The wood veneer I had in my stash. This was just random on my desk. These are Freckled Fawn, a flare for buttons, and I want to say that's Studio Calico. And you can see here I used some of the vellum. This is Freckled Fawn tape I have figured out. It's not washi, it's like a ribbon tape. And everything, well, this acrylic camera I had, and this acrylic I got at Michael's, and I I'm trying to remember who makes that. I just saw Robin's Nursing Journey. She bought these at Michael's if you want to look for the name. I can't remember this and a few other, I think it was this and this. Anyway, everything else is from the kit. So, oh, I made this. This was in one of my Let's Play videos from a long time ago. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. One of my favorites, actually. I just kind of got messy. So I love this background paper. I've seen a lot of people use it and I didn't want it to look like everybody else's. So I backed it with some basil cardstock. I put a big doily. I pulled some Studio Calico gold doilies and kind of layered them with some white twine that I had in my stash. These are thickers, and I have a video on this. So this is Scraptastic from, they have like grab bags, and this was a winter grab bag. This is Studio Calico bows, and then the buttons are metal buttons I just had in my stash, and I love, love, love this one. This is super duper cute. The enamel dots were from the kit. This is the Glitz roller stamp, and the gold is droplets of Liquitex ink, and it's a permanent ink. Of course, I have my Sakura pen outlining everything, and you'll see that on most of these layouts because I'm addicted to it. Oh, this is We Are Memory Keepers acrylic frame with florals. I don't know if you can see in the light. That I just never could figure out what to do, and it was perfect on this layout. Absolutely perfect. I guess it was just waiting for the right year because that is super old. And that is probably one of my favorites out of this. Then this one, I tried an experiment, and I was struggling so much with the vellum that I decided, well, I'm going to put the vellum down first. So I used the yellow cardstock and distressed the edges with the little yellow ink that came in as a freebie. And I just started laying down my vellum from the Oh Darling. And I just kept layering it and layering, and just, I kind of made a design where I thought, well, I'll stick my picture here and then build from that. So that's what I did. So all the vellum went down first. I outlined everything with my Sakura pen, if you can see the little glittery, because I'm addicted to that. This is a flare for buttons. The cork came in the kits, and I used all of it. There's none of that left. I had the twine in my stash. I want to say it's Freckled Fawn. All of these elements were from the Heidi Swap in the kit, and the bow in the kit. I mean, now these this pennant was just sitting on my desk, and I did have to pull these alpha stickers, but oh, and the Lindsay Stamp Gang spray I pulled. So. And I punched with Martha Stewart, so I used a little punch there. But this is another one that I really liked. And I ended up using a Sharpie for the, I want to say, it doesn't have a color, but it's kind of a reddish brown, and I thought it played off very well. Because it picks up the brown, it picks off the cork, but like I said, you know, you gotta have that vellum on top of just a plain background, or you can't see what in the heck it says or anything. So yeah, I like this one too. It came out cutie patootie. This one, most of it is from the kit, of course. I used a bunch of the cameras on the sticker sheet. Oh, where's that? There's another one. I used these stickers. The enamel dots were in the kit. This is one of the vellum pieces. Now I did get this out of my stash. It was actually my scraps. And I think that's from October Afternoon. It's like one of the older sweet girl sets. And then I did have to pull in some thickers. And then these are October Afternoon, no, not October After, Authentique. But all of the background paper, I just cut a V. I followed the lines of this and I kind of scaled it down. It was too big. I wanted the edge to show, but this paper came in the kit, and so I trimmed it. I grabbed a couple of pieces out of my little scraps and layered with them. This was in the kit. This was Freckled Fawn. And yeah, this one turned out okay. This was all in the kit here, Ormolu. Yep, that one turned out cute. This one's about London and how she works with disabled kids and loves to volunteer. This one was probably my most creative, and you can see I used the little Heidi Swap stickers there. Sorry, my throat is so dry, it's late at night. I did use a Freckled Fawn asterisk from the June kit. All of these vellum, Heidi Swap, the bow, the vellum here, stickers, all of this is from the kit. And the bow is from the kit. Now I did back one of the acrylic pieces with white, and I love the way that turned out because it was kind of a happy mistake. I put this acrylic down and I did not like the way it blended because I couldn't see it. So I pulled it up and then stuck it on white, and when it came up, it pulled a bunch of the paint with it. So it was actually I think it looks very artsy because you can see the little paint splatters underneath. And this is just the craft sheet that I cut out with my silhouette. This is a Wilma die cut, but I just moved some of the hearts down and kind of placed them randomly. And I originally started distressing with my distress inks, and I don't know if your pens dry out or not. I've never used them before and I've had them for a while, but mine were so dry they just didn't work. I don't know if I got a bad batch or... I mean, the red was okay, but once I got to the yellow and stuff, I mean, it was just, you couldn't even see it. So I went to my trusty cheap watercolors and used them, and it just made it very rich and dark. I was impressed with how rich and bright this came out. The mint here is from the kit, and I love that mint. I wish I had 10 more pieces of that mint color. I need to figure out what that is, because I want it, and I'm an addict, and I'm on a spending freeze, and I'm having withdrawal. This is my lovely Sakura pen, so you can see that. And yeah, that one turned out pretty cute. I kind of like it. Oh, this is probably another one of my least favorites. I don't know. Didn't really like this one at all. Again, I just kind of made a frame with some gesso. The paper was okay, but I don't know if I should have used it as background paper or not. If you can see here, I used some glossy accents to make this a little dimensional after I colored it in with the Winged of Stella. And let's see, I had this little camera in my stash, but this was a flare that came in the kit. This is some vellum that I backed with, I believe was pink or white. Yeah, white. And then I backed this with white, and this flare came in the kit as well. So yeah, I don't know. This is a jelly bean soup, and all the other papers are from the kit. Martha Stewart punches, and some bubblegum pink Delusions. And yeah, not my fave either. So this one and the other one were pretty disappointing, and I like the rest. This one I really liked. I wanted to maintain this background paper. I love this background paper. I think it is super adorbs. I love that it's got the cartoony chevrons, but then it's got a real picture in the background. I think that is just genius, literally. I mean, absolutely. And at first I struggled with this, but I've come to grow and really love it. These are the Amy Tan rubber thickers that I love and want more. This came in the kit, and so did the wood veneer, and I didn't color it or anything. I know a lot of people have. And then Megan Russo actually did the coolest thing I saw with it. Check out her channel. She did like rainbow watercolors, and then she put this over it and then trimmed it out. So it looks like rainbows in the windows. So cool. This came in the kit. This was just on my desk, an extra little element. This was Freckled Fawn. I think this is Freckled Fawn too. And this was in the kit. Yeah, pretty much everything was in the kit except for what I've told you. These are Freckled Fawn, or these are Freckled Fawn, should I say. And then I did have to pull these letter stickers, but this page was super quick and easy. And there's one of the vellum and one of the cut apart. So I really like how that turned out. And then this one I really enjoyed. This came in the kit. And these are the brads that came in the kit. Oh no, I'm sorry. These brads came in my Freckled Fawn kit for June. This I had already cut out of a silhouette die cut, and I had it made this huge statement, and I can't remember what all it said, but I was digging through and I just saw this and I thought that is perfect because she makes me learn patience. So, and that is true. This is going in my VIP kit, or VIP album, should I say. Oh, I left the thing on there. This is one of the Ormolu cut-aparts that came in the kit. I love this background paper. This is one of the vellum elements. These are the little cut-aparts. I mean, I love this page too. I did have to pull in some Dear Lizzie stickers here. And, you know, I guess these dry clear, but I was struggling there at the end with the acrylics and anything showing through. It was kind of making me bonkers. And this is wanting to come up too. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling with that aspect too. Is the vellum and the acrylic with your glossy accents or something showing through. So if anybody knows, I mean, I've tried sticky dots and all sorts of stuff, and this whole thing seems to want to be loose. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I was being sparing with my glue. This I've had from Creek Bank Creations for like 10 years. So don't even try to find it. I don't even think they're in business anymore. It's a sticky back lace. And then the cork washi I did pull from my stash. But the papers, the bow, all that stuff is from the kit. This is one of the vellum pieces. These are Heidi Swap from the kit. This is one of the vellum. I just thought it was adorable. So, and of course, it's got the little Sakura ink. If you can see, I outlined a bunch of stuff with that. So yeah, that is everything from the June Scraptastic Best Day of My Life kit plus add-on. So if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe and tell your friends. And I am kind of challenging myself to get new subbies. I'm actually competing against someone that I frequently watch. She doesn't know I'm competing with her, and I am a competitive driven person. It is my dark side, I guess, or my entrepreneurial side. I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting any money, so but yeah, it's just a personal goal. I'm trying to increase my subbies, and I would love for you to join me. And I love this community, and I love to share my work with you. So please, please do subscribe and thumbs up if you like. YouTube pays attention to those things, and so do others. So if you have any questions about any of the products or would like further information, I have videos on all of these. They're either uploaded already or they're coming. Or you can just ask, hey, here I am. I'm here for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.